Hello students, this is Ujjwala Bhandiwad, lecturer from KLS Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belagavi. Today we are going to begin the new lesson, chapter number 7, that is Introduction to C++. See students, until 1980, C programming language was widely popular. Okay, but slowly people started realizing the drawbacks of the language. Okay, and at the same time, the engineers had come up with a new programming approach, and that was object oriented programming. This approach of programming was capable enough to overcome the previous drawbacks. Okay. The person named as Jarney Storstrup developed the C++ programming language at AT&T Bell's laboratories in New Jersey. In the earlier stage, okay, this language was known as C with classes. Means before we start like C++ language, earlier it was known as C with classes. But later it was renamed as C++ by a person called Rick Mascitti. Okay, students, you have to remember who developed the C++ language means it is a person named as Jarney Storstrup. Okay. Now, since it is a programming language, it has few characteristics we have to learn. Characteristics means it represents features. Okay. First feature is object oriented programming. Okay. Object oriented programming means, see, it allows the programmer to design the applications from a point of view like a communication between objects rather than structured sequence of code. Okay. Hence, it allows reusability of the code. Students, here code means the program we write to solve any problem is known as a code. Second characteristic of C++ language is portability. See, we can practically compile the C++ program in any type of computer with different operating system and without making any changes into the programming code. This is what known as portability. Okay. The next third characteristic is brevity. Brevity means the code written. Code means the program written in the C++ language is short in comparison with the other languages. See students, there are other object-oriented programming languages. Okay. But for our syllabus we are learning C++ language, and the programs written here are small in compare with other languages. Okay. Now the fourth characteristic is machine independent. Means what? C++ is a machine independent language. Means you can type your program on any machine and you will get the same result. Okay. Then fifth one is C compatibility. What do you mean by C compatibility is any program code which is written in the C can be included in a C++ language without making any changes. Means, as I have told earlier, it was known as a C with the classes. Certain modifications have been introduced here. It included the object-oriented concept. Hence, whatever the program you have written in C, you can use it in the C++ language, and hence it is called C compatibility. Okay, so students, these are the few characteristics of object-oriented programming language. For our syllabus, we are learning C++. Okay, now students, when we start to learn any language, first we have to learn its basic. Okay, so in basic we will understand. Take for example, when we start learning English, first we have to learn the alphabets, then we learn the words, then we learn how to make a sentences, then we learn about the grammar. Similarly, in C++ language, first we are going to learn is about the character set. What is character set means? It is a valid set of characters that a language recognizes. Means, a set of characters the C++ language recognizes is known as character set. It basically includes three different categories. First one is digits. You can see here C++ recognizes the digits from 0 to 9. Then comes alphabets. Alphabets, small case letters, that is A to Z, as well as capital letters A to Z. Here students, you have to remember, for a small case letters we are using the word lowercase alphabets, and for the uppercase we are using the word uppercase alphabets. Along with the digits and alphabets, we are also using some special symbols or special characters. It may be plus, minus, question mark, percentage. All these symbols are used. Okay, so all these are included in a character set. Once we understand which characters we are using in the C++ language, next we have to learn is about the tokens. So let us first analyze what is the meaning of token. See, token is a smallest individual unit in the program. Okay, means what? Token is a smallest individual unit in the program. Okay, see, most of the elements of C++ are tokens only. Means these tokens helps us to construct the definitions, the statements, and so on. Hence we use these tokens. Okay, so the C++ tokens are classified into following different categories. You can see here. Okay, first one is identifiers, then comes keywords, then comes constants, literals, punctuators, and finally operators. All these are tokens. So students, I told just now that these tokens help us to construct various statements, declarations, and so on. Okay, so now let us learn the first token, that is identifier. First token is identifier. So what is an identifier? It is a name given to the program elements like variables, arrays, etc. See here students, first we have to understand that C++ language is a case sensitive language. Case sensitive means it treats the lowercase letters and uppercase letters differently. Both are not same. For example, suppose I write student in small case letter and the same student I write it in the capital letters, both are treated as differently. They are not the same values. They are the different values in C++. Okay. To create the identifier, we must remember certain rules. Okay, students, in exam for 2 mark question it is asked, name the rules of identifiers. So you have to remember the rules. First rule is the identifier should begin with the alphabet, either the lowercase or uppercase. Say for example, here I have written one name, that is student 12. Here you can see it is beginning with the lowercase letter. It may include the digits also, but it is beginning with the letter. Okay. Then similarly, marks 5, amount, all these represents elements. Student 12, marks 5, amount, all these represent the elements. So these elements, how we have named, by using every letter is beginning with the alphabet. It may include the digits, but it should begin with the alphabet. Then second rule is no special character is allowed. You can observe special characters such as percentage symbol or into symbol. Such symbols are not at all used when we will name the identifier. Third rule is it treats the uppercase and lowercase characters differently. For example, here as I have given, data I have written in the capital letters. Data also I have written in small case letter, but both are not same. They are treated differently. Okay. The next token we are going to learn is keywords. See, what do you mean by keyword? Keyword is a predefined word that has certain special meaning, you can say, and it is used for special purpose. See here students, the programmer means the person who is writing the program can use the keywords which are defined in the C++ language, but he cannot change the meaning of the keyword. It is fixed. It cannot be changed. For example, you have if word, else, void, while, etc. All these are the keywords. They have a special meaning and it cannot be changed. So students, in the exam they will ask define an identifier, explain the rules of identifier, then they will ask what is a keyword, give an example. So you have to remember the definitions and with example you have to remember. So from this chapter we have started to learn the C++ programming language. We will be continuing again in the next class with different tokens. Thank you students.